Hi again, Echo. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Yeah, I mean, hey, you know what? Selling your soul for cupcakes and titties? Wouldn't do that. Hello everyone, I'm Echo, and welcome back to Doki Doki Literature Club Plus. Now, before I start, and this is something that I am going to do at the start of every episode, so just know this is always going to be coming. This game will get very graphic. If you've never seen this game before, this isn't a spoiler, but understand, this will get graphic bad. And it gets graphic very quickly. Like, it will just suddenly happen. So I'm majorly warning you. If you are easily disturbed, I strongly suggest you go watch something else. Click off this video, go watch something else, because this will get graphic, and I just want to make sure everyone understands that, because it gets very, very graphic very, very quickly. But besides that, I intended to pick up like fully in the game and back with Monica the demon in the next day at the club. But when I logged in, something happened. This loading screen was here when I initially started the game. This was here, not this part. Just that loading screen. See what I mean? If you remember from the first episode, this game hides some dark stuff in the files. Deep in the files, and I wasn't sure how they were going to recreate that on the console version. I thought it may have been one of the reasons they may never make a console version. But I'm curious what happens when we log into this. Yeah, I have no clue what this is. This is kind of creepy. Okay. Oh. So this is how they handled the fact that on console you can't do all the normal stuff. Okay, you can't really? They basically created a small computer error. For more information, contact your system administrator. They probably hid it. Thing is, I looked at the achievements. They're all secret achievements. There isn't... The only ones that aren't secret are the ones that are blatantly, like, you know, get perfect stories for each of the girls. So that's, like, actual settings and actual change profile. Mail. Nothing. This is creepy. They actually added folders. This is what I mean about the fact... No, don't do that. Oh, you can delete them. Why is Monica's like twice the size of everyone else's? You think Yuri's would be the biggest one? No, not... Oh, that's creepy! Oh, that's creepy! The files were changed the last time I logged in. For the last time I played. Oh, that's creepy. Unable to open Monica. Ironic. You know, I do need a replacement controller because it does occasionally make a little bit of noise in my ear. Okay. This is how they handled the whole file thing. Reset. No, don't touch that. I'm not sure how much of this I should be messing with. Let's back out of that. Side stories. Right, the bonus stuff with this version. Is that? Oh my god, the time is correct. I'm playing at 10... Oh god, I have something in the way of the 10:49. Oh, that's so creepy. Why? You know what? They did one hell of a job of making me fear these things more than I already did. Hi again, Echo. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Yeah, I mean, hey, you know what? Selling your soul for cupcakes and titties? Wouldn't do that. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Hanging. Ooh, those of you who have seen this game before understand why that hits something. Thanks for keeping your promise, Echo. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Make you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on! Like he deserves any slack. Sorry you told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. At least, and last year too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Oh, I'll see the end of it, alright. Nasuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Lovely. Nasuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature! Swiftly defeated, Nasuki plots back into her seat. Lovely. Don't worry, guys. Echo always gets his best as long as he's having fun. Oh, not when I'm selling my soul. He helps me with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, clean my room. Do I? I feel like the character's about to point it out, but I thought he said at the beginning of the game he really didn't like hanging out with her. How dependable. Sorry, that's because your room is so messy, it's distracting. Why are you in her room? And... okay. You know what? That's fair enough. And you almost set your house on fire once. So, is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. Oh, come on, you and Echo can become good friends too. Sayori? As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she's just put me into. Lovely. Oh, Yuri even brought you something today, you know. Wait, Sayori. Me? I'm getting good at swapping between the voices. Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri, I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue the situation. Please don't. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So, any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Aw, is that so? Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright, well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out. So I picked out a book I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, you know, discuss it if you wanted. This is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. Enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expect Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Sorry and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she's waiting like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Nasuki is rummaging around in the closet, probably with her manga. Man, it's like no one wants to be bothered today. I slumped down into the nearest desk. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature related by myself like this? I don't know. I occupied myself for several hours yesterday finishing off Maze Runner. I'm reading Inragon next. I don't know how to actually pronounce it. It's written by Christopher Pillen. It looks really good. It looks like an easy read for me, but I haven't started it yet. I had videos to record. Always have videos to record. I guess I could always read some of the book Yuri gave me, but I'm feeling a little too tired to read. I could probably fall asleep right now. I close my eyes and end up listening in on Siri's conversation with Monica. We're probably gonna seem really lame compared to all the other clubs, though. Well, we can't give up. The festival is our chance to show everyone what literature is all about. The problem is that the idea of a literature club sounds too dense and intellectual? Yeah, intellectual. I'm probably reading that properly. But it's not like that at all, you know. We just need a way of showing that to everyone. Something that speaks to their creative minds. It doesn't solve the problem, though. Eh? What do you mean? Even if we came up with the most fun thing ever, nobody will come in the first place if it's a literature event. So it's more important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, you know? And after that, we can do things to speak to their creative minds. What's this? A dilemma that I can get involved in to further bury my soul to the depths of hell? Sayori is taking this really seriously. It's rare to hear her why the fuck am I struggling today? Deliberating like this. I don't think I said that properly. Huh, that's a good point. In that case, do you think food would do the trick? What kind? Well, we could... Cupcakes! And titties! That's what I sold my soul for. Ah, good thinking. Nasuki would love to do that. Ah, you're right! Nasuki makes the best cupcakes. That works out perfectly. That wasn't why you suggested it. Cupcakes speak to my creative tummy. Cupcakes it is then. I'm hungry. Of course you are. Anyway, we still need to work out the details of the event itself. I find myself smiling. In the end, Sayori is still her usual self, but therein lies the unexpected reason I admire her. Unlike me, who has trouble finding any motivation at all, Sayori can put her mind to things and make them come to life. I suppose that's why I end up letting her get on my case about things. I can't help but wonder what it would be like to see the world through her eyes. Wow, that is, like, deep. Are you sure you're not into literature? 'Cause fucking hell, man. We're at Marion Trench levels of deep right now. Jesus fucking wept. What the hell? That works. That fits just fine. What the hell, Sayori? I open my eyes to find Sayori's face filling my vision. No freaking kidding. I nearly fall out of my chair. Sorry. Yeah, Christ, you're lucky you didn't get hit there. Wait. Actually, I'm not sorry at all. It's your fault for sleeping like that. I was in deep train of thought, thinking about how... Cupcakes and titties. Okay, that's gonna be the running joke throughout this, isn't it? This isn't the napping club. That would be a lovely thing. That would be an amazing thing to have if it wasn't for the fact clearly a school would never allow that. Does our school Does our school have a napping club? You're staying up late again, aren't you? In the morning? No, 10 nights? No, definitely not. Actually ain't, sadly. Now that you're in a club, you're gonna have less time for anime, you know. You'll need to get used to it. Don't say that so loud. I glance over my shoulder to see if Monica overheard. It's true, though. Yeah. I mean, why are you worried about Monica hearing that? Like, she knows Natsuki has an anime collection in the closets. Clearly, she doesn't really care all that much. I know. You're always looking out for me, Sayori. Hey! It's what I do best. That's a problem. What about you? You look out for me better than you look out for yourself. You're so oversleeping every day, aren't you? Eh? Not every day. That's not very convincing. How many days this past week have you gotten up on time? It's a secret. I knew it. Come on. At least give me the benefit of the doubt. No, I can't even do that. Look, Sayori, it's written all over you. Eh? Sayori glances around at herself. Christ. Not literally. How is it written all over me? You were clearly in a rush this morning. Look, your hair is sticking out all around here. Eh? Oh yeah, her hair is messier than it was yesterday. Jesus, I didn't even notice that. How many little details around here are gonna change without me noticing? I run my fingertips down the side of Sayori's hair, trying to straighten it out. Man, you really need a brush for this. My hair is just really hard to get right. I won't fall for that. There's more than just your hair. Look, your bow isn't straight either. And there's a toothpaste stain on the collar right here. I try to wipe the stain off with my finger, but nobody would ever notice that. Of course they would. Nobody's gonna tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. Fortunately, I really don't care about that. Hey, you meanie. And you don't even keep your blazer buttoned up. Oh yeah, blazer's the top thing. What's the thing underneath? Because she has the white shirt, but then what's... I feel... vest, I think? I'm probably not... It's probably not the correct line of... It's probably not the correct word for that bit of fashion... For that bit. But yeah, she doesn't keep it buttoned up. I didn't notice that. Seriously, Sayori. Why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet? You're being a little mean. Okay, like... You're being, like, mean here, bud. You may be called Echo, but you're definitely not me. Eh? That's super mean. Yeah. I'm freaking kidding. Sorry, but you'll thank me later. I start to button up her blazer from the bottom. Jesus, you're like a parent right now. Once you see how much better it looks, you'll change your mind. Coffee. Jeez. Wept, why? This is so funny. What is? Well, I was just thinking about how weird it is to have a friend who does this kind of things. That does these kind of things. Eh? Don't say that. You'll make me feel weird about it, stupid. It's okay though. I'm happy we're like this. Aren't you? I guess. Hey, be careful. The button might come off. Why is this one so hard to close? I struggle to fully close the... Of course you do. I struggle to fully close the button in your chest. Does this thing even fit you properly? It did when I bought it. If you ever buttoned it up, you would have noticed sooner that it doesn't fit you anymore. What are you smiling about? For Christ's sakes, I'm not... I can't. I can't. She slept. I can't even. I definitely forgot a lot of this game. I'm not saying it. Actually, no, let me replace boobs with something. Oh, God. Fuck, I can only imagine if I had a camera right now, I would clearly be blushing at this. Fuck. Focus. Be as professional as you can be. It means my cupcakes got me. Fuck. Just... Why is this so difficult? It's that face just staring at me. Oh god, this is weird. Oh, why did I give him these voices? Me? It means like cupcakes got bigger again. That's the best you're gonna get. Don't say that out loud. Anyway, you look much better now, so... Huh? What? Why does it feel strange to see Suri's blazer buttoned up like that? But it's so stuffy. It's not worth it at all. Suri hastily unbuttons her blazer once more. Thank the freaking gods that's over. Phew. That's so much better. Suri puts her arms out and twirls around. So if I keep it unbuttoned, then I won't get a boyfriend, right? What kind of logic is that? And why are you saying that like it's a good thing? Because if I had a boyfriend, then he wouldn't even let you do things like this. And you take care of me better than anyone else would. Jesus. So that's why I am keeping it unbuttoned. Stop saying all these embarrassing things. Eh? I didn't say anything embarrassing. Jeez. Well, anyway, just focus on trying to wake up a little earlier. Only if you focus on going to bed earlier. Fine, fine. It's a deal. Hey! I guess we really are better at taking care of each other than we are at taking care of ourselves. Yeah, I guess so, huh. So, maybe you should come wake me up in the morning. I'm not your damn alarm clock! Jesus. You're doing it again, Sayori. Oh, but I was joking that time. Man, it's impossible to tell with you sometimes. Okay, everyone. Eh? Monica suddenly calls out. Why don't we share the poems we wrote now? Yeah! Echo, I can't wait to read yours. Okay. I'm kind of interested. Like, did that event happen because maybe the poem I wrote kind of spoke to Sayori? See, I don't know where the line starts and stops for main story stuff, because there's a certain level of main story stuff that happens with Sayori before anyone else, but I can't tell. I feel like I need to go down Natsuki's line first, otherwise I'm not gonna get to see any of her stuff. Yeah, same. I fail to sound enthusiastic, but Sayori still trots away to retrieve her poem. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I never really done this before. Hey, you and me both. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? Okay. I can't wait! Suri and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Suri is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a single spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composite notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Who should I show my poem to first? Oh, I'm scared because this is the point where things can go sideways. Oh god. I'm trying not to let my knowledge of the game influence my decisions. Let's start with Sayori. Actually, no, I should have started with Yuri. God damn it, I've done her voice so much in the past few minutes, it's hurting. I'm definitely most comfortable sharing it with Sayori first. She's my good friend, after all. Eh? Oh my goodness! This is so good, Echo! No, it's not. My throat hurts. Eh? I love it! I had no idea you were such a good writer! Sayori, you must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. I'm not a good writer at all. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing. Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like either. Ah, jeez. I'm sure Yuri's opinion has to be a little more constructive than this. Maybe even Nasuki's. Maybe you are Nasuki. I don't know, I didn't read that part. Are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote it? Eh? Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understood you better than a lot of people, you know. So, when I read your poems, it's not just a poem. It's an echo poem. And that makes it feel extra special. I feel like I can feel your feelings in it. Sayori hugs the sheet against her chest. Please don't. You're so weird. Eh? I'm really happy, just that you wrote one. It reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the classroom. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, Echo. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people. That's something that only really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all. Oh, yeah. And I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm gonna hold you to that then. Yeah! Now you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. Oh Christ, I forgot about the poems. Oh no. I'm getting uncomfortable because I know about these. I know how weird this can get. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play, or are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Sayori, this is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? No, just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. You were on my case about that, and now you're the one doing it? You're not living this down. Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. Yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially the last line. I made eggs and toast! Oh, Sayori. Even though you were late to school. It's bad to skip breakfast, isn't it now? I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. Hey! This was so much fun. Yeah, no kidding. I've been recording for 35 minutes and I thought I'd been recording for like 15. I didn't even notice the time pass. I'm well over halfway through my coffee. Like, I did not notice that happen. Monica's the best. Yeah. But next time, I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I look forward to it. Lovely, what's next? Okay. Yuri, let's start with Yuri. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading. Oh, sorry. I forgot to start speaking. It's fine, don't force yourself. I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah. Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading through it. So it's that bad? No! Did I just raise my voice? I'm so sorry. Yuri buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we really haven't gotten anywhere. Might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine, I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right, it's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kinda learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form fit the two things together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone. She sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something that you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the more challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example, and trying new things. I also hope that everybody else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Mizuki can be a little bit biased, though. Bias? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Nusuki, or all three. Don't you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I love to share my thoughts process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily as if it's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, she is supposed to be after all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Here we go. Christ, why did you have to do this in cursive? I'm weak with cursive. I lost my touch with cursive over the past 2 years. The tendrils of my hair illuminate briefly the amber glow bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the pass of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air of the present but living in the past. The light flickers, I flicker back. That's creepy, considering that's probably related to, like, stuff. MatPat, in his video kind of touched on a lot of those things. A lot of the kind of aspects of this game's connection to some other stuff. I'm sorry I have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. That's because my dumbass doesn't know how to read cursive anymore. I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you liked it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easier to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Huh? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Echo. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it, after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost. Lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. It's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing, really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things, too. Yeah, you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. Good, who's next? Let's do Monica, because Christ's sakes. You know what I mean! You know what I mean! I'm not trying to wear my voice out that quickly. Jeez, you are creepy. Hi, Echo. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever want any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Ah, don't worry, Echo. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. I like this one. It makes me think of something Suri would like. Is that so? Oh no. I guess I catered to Sayori a bit much in that, didn't I? You and Sayori are really good friends, right? I mean, I was fondling your breasts a few minutes ago, so I guess... Jesus, why? I wouldn't be surprised if you had those sort of things in common. Oh well. Maybe... We may be good friends, but Sayori and I are actually really different. Well, that may be the case, but maybe there's also similarities that you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you, it sounds like the two of you really care about each other's well-being. Even if you show it in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you think. So I think that kind of vibe I get when reading your poem. You sure you're not reading into it too much? I could be. Oh gosh, I sound like Yuri. But in any case, Yuri's writing has kind of a gentle feel to it. I can tell that she likes exploring with emotions like happiness and sadness. Why'd you specifically point out sadness? What the hell? Who knew that someone so happy would enjoy sad things too? Yeah, that's totally unexpected. Well, to each their own. And you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little bit either. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased towards their own kind of styles. But I'll always help you find what suits you most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? And don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's 'cause I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know. I see. Well, let's read it then. Okay, at least I can actually read this one. Hole in the wall. That reminds me of a metaphor from Control, the poster and all that stuff from the beginning. A hole in the wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction the spackle protrudes, a noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend? I'll never know. Yeah, I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind, like a film left out of the sun, but it's too late. My retinas. Already scorched with the permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. Wasn't too bright, wasn't too deep. Stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realized that I wasn't looking in, I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in. Oh, you. Oh god, that has heavy meaning in this. So, what do you think? It's very freeform. Is that what you call it? Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it could be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. Yeah, it's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kinda nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper, tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand, go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Oh, you creepy bitch. Masuki, there we go. Oh, my voice. Why did I choose to do voices? Because it adds to the game. Well, it's about what I expected from someone like you. That's a little blunt. Well, excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad. It just didn't evoke any emotions. So basically, it's not cute enough for your taste. Do you want to get smacked? I mean, with this character, possibly. But I mean, first you would have to actually be able to reach me up here. Okay. I'll pass. Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you'll like it. Damn. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. Yeah, I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just to be honest? I am. Why are you so convinced I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all, big word I don't know yet, sopo-istocratic. I'm gonna have to look that up afterwards and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. Oh, Jesus. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I can understand. But the one nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. I like the setup for a rhyme at the end, but then it made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So, did you? So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what I meant to. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? How old are you? The starting screen said you have to be 18, so I'm assuming, like, what, Yuri's probably, like, 23. How are you guys in school, actually, now? I think that may have just been a thing for the developers. I don't think the character... I don't know. I have no goddamn clue. I'm so confused. Everything's confusing about this game. Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Nusuki feels proud, then I won't take that away from her. Why'd you do that to Sayori then? Phew. I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It was as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they are just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a lecture club after all. Do I get to read it? I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Yep. Soldier Soul for titties and cupcakes. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Asuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Asuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration, meanwhile Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Nusuki decisively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Ah, thank you. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. Was trying to say something nice. You mean you were trying hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out all that nice. Well, I do have a couple of suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it. And Echo did too. Don't you pull me into this, you little brat. So based on that, I'm gladly giving you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring. Which I haven't yet. Nah! And Echo liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Nusuki suddenly stands up. Oh shit. Okay, someone get me the popcorn. Chick fight. Jeez. Can I just... We're on the second floor, right? Can I just yeet myself out this window? Like, I'm pretty sure there's one next to me. Where am I standing in this class at this point in time? Seriously, the camera angle doesn't really help with that. Oh no. Oh, I didn't notice the music stopped. Oh? Oh? I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. Oh no. That's not what You're just... Yuri stands up as well. Nasuki, are you trying to get yourself thrown out the window? I'm pretty sure Yuri is like a good 2 feet taller than everyone in this room. Maybe you're just jealous that Echo appreciates my advice more than he appreciates yours. Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one who... Jeez. You know what? The only thing that can stop me dead in my tracks with this is just... What the fuck, man? Why do you do this to me? Why do you make me say these things? I don't These are gonna be on camera. These are gonna live as long as freaking YouTube exists. Okay. Jesus Christ. Trying to get myself to say this is gonna be so freaking difficult. I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Echo started showing up. Nasuki! Nasuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you. I don't like I don't like fighting, guys. Suddenly, both girls turned towards me as if they just noticed I was standing there. The window's right there. I mean, there may be glass in the way, but we can yeet ourselves through it. I'm pretty sure there's a fence or bush somewhere down there for us to land in. We can Assassin's Creed our way out of this situation. Echo. She's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point of making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Echo. Wait, there's a reason I have so many deep expressions and words in our language. If the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively, avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Echo? Well, how did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing, but whomever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. So, Siri, help! Nasuki? Nasuki glares at me, drying up any words I had in my mouth. Instead, I turn to Yuri. Yuri? Oh god. But Yuri's expression is so defenseless I can't bring myself to say anything to her. Siri! Yeah. Everyone's fighting is making Siri uncomfortable. How can the two of you keep fighting when you know you're making your friend feel like this? Echo? Well, that's her problem. This isn't about her. I agree. It's unfair for others to interject their own feelings in our conflict. You pulled me into this! I had nothing to do with this, you bitch! Fuck! Yeah, unless Yuri wants to tell Yuri what a stuck-up jerk she's being. She would never. It's your immaturity that's made her upset in the first place. Excuse me? Are you listening to yourself? This is exactly why nobody likes. Stop! Nasuki, Yuri, you guys are my friends. I just want everyone to get along, be happy. My friends are wonderful people, and I love them because of their differences. Nasuki's poems, they're amazing because they give you so many feelings with just a few words. And Yuri's poems are amazing because they paint beautiful pictures in your head. Everyone's so talented. So why are we fighting? Because, well, also, Nasuki's cute and there's nothing wrong with that. And... What the hell? Man, come on, dude, we have to bring the boobs into this. And Yuri's boobs are the same as they always were. Why? Big and beautiful. Sayori. Sayori stands triumphantly. Monica stands behind her with a bewildered expression. Yeah, Monica, if you want, we can just both eat ourselves out this window. I think there's an Arby's somewhere down the road. I'll make some tea. Yuri rushes off. Nasuki sits down with a blank expression on her face, staring at nothing. So this is why Sayori is vice president, I whisper to Monica. She nods in return. To be honest, I might come off as a good leader, and I can organize things, but I'm not very good with people. I couldn't even bring myself to interject. As president, that's kind of embarrassing of me. Nah, it's not like I can blame you. I wasn't able to say anything either. Well, I guess that just means Sayori is amazing in her own ways, isn't she? You could say that. She might be an airhead, but sometimes it's weirdly suspicious that she knows exactly what she's doing. I see. Take good care of her, okay? I would hate to see her get herself hurt. Ayla! I would hate to see her get herself hurt. That makes two of us. You can count on me. Monica smiles sweetly at me, causing my stomach to knot. Such a genuine person really does make a good president, regardless of what she says. If only I could get that chance to talk to her a little bit more. And... okay, everyone. It's about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright, mostly. Echo, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you'll learn something from your friends too. So your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself, I did learn a little more about what kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can do at least a better job impressing those I want to impress. I learned nothing! I learned nothing at all. You get that, right? I have no freaking clue what you're talking about. I nod to myself with newfound determination. Echo, ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Hey! Siri beams at me. It truly has been a while since Siri and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayori, about what happened earlier. What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki, does that kind of thing happen often? No. That's really the first time I've ever seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just want your opinion, that's all. I can see why they'd make good friends with you. Phew. You know, Echo, it's nice I get to spend time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too. That's... every day is going to be so much fun. Looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? We'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay. Oh, I didn't do that right. Yeah, let's do this. Fuck. I'm not sure how much longer I can keep these voices up. I learned nothing. Hope, pure, embarrass, candy, agonizing, tears, flee, vibrance, bed, infinite, Valentine, music, anger, gig. Did I just see suicide? I caught it out of the corner of my eye. Dark, bliss, lucky, pink, pouts, cheer. Okay. I think those little things are meant to somewhat indicate, but I still have no clue what I'm doing. Another day passes and it's time for the club meeting already. I got a little more comfortable here over the past couple of days. Entering the classroom, the usual sense greets me. Okay, let's pause here. Right now, I'm gonna end this episode of Doki Doki Literature Club here. Things are getting, weird, definitely. But shit hasn't really hit the fan just yet. I'm waiting for it still, but it hasn't happened yet. Right now, I hope you all enjoyed this episode of Doki Doki Literature Club. Next episode, we're probably gonna pick up back at the menu we started at this episode, just so I can look through and see if anything changed. But for now, I hope you all enjoyed this episode of Doki Doki Literature Club. If you did, think about leaving a like, comment, subscribe, all the good stuff. Other than that, be good, be well, I'll see all of you in the next one. Goodbye.